What's up YouTube? So to start that video with that beautiful, crazy, then I don't know what other words to put, magical view. Welcome to another video of the channel. Daniel back here, and want to share that view and quickly talk about how nature is God, God is nature, and essentially the best way to connect is to see things like this. I was getting more and more basically signs. I don't think it's coincidence. Every time I'm in nature, I'm able to connect more and more, feel more connected to God, more connected to myself. And I'm not sure the reason why that is. I think nature is something that you can't really grasp. It's something that can't be predicted. If you look around you, maybe at buildings, plants, could be anything else you see in a city or suburbs. Those things are usually never changing. But if you go to nature, it's always a new experience. It's crazy how much you connect once you remove the right things. Like I talked about before, vice is the biggest one, bad environments. And then, God speaks to you through nature. Like I said, something that you can't predict. It's something that, no matter how many times you see maybe the same scenery or piece of nature, it's always timeless. It never gets old. You always have this like refreshing feeling about it. You're able to, like I said, connect to yourself, connect to God way more. And it's my first time seeing this. Right now I'm in Naples. It's my second last day here. Honestly, super grateful. My whole dream was just to see Barcelona, Spain, and now I'm here in Italy and seeing this. And I understand why people hype Italy so much. There's so much culture here. There's so much, you say, grace, class, and you see things like this. I keep going back to this because, right now I'm in very little sleep, but I'm able to still appreciate. And like I said, nature is something that no matter where you're at, what place you're at, whether you're in a bad place, great place, mentally, physically, maybe you're tired, you're not tired. Whenever you see nature, like you just get attracted to it. It absorbs you. I was about to end my walk, and I, made a turn, and I saw the sunset, and I saw that backdrop. I was like, I have to, come investigate this further, and I'm glad I did, and I had to share it with you guys. But if you're right now in a place where you're not able to connect with yourself well, you maybe have stress, anxiety, frustration, confusion, go to nature. Go out to a place where you haven't experienced before, where there's no buildings, no people, no traffic, no metropolitan basically environment. You can disconnect. You can take some sun in like I'm doing now. The sun is rising. This is still crazy to me. It's beautiful. And you're able to connect with something bigger than yourself. Because like I said, God is nature. You look at nature, you can't comprehend it. No one can put science around it. And that is God. God is the unexplainable. He's the eternal. He's something that you feel you can't see or grasp or like try to calculate with science and be like, oh, nature's this way because this. Like there's so many different variables that it's impossible to fully calculate nature and how it works. And nature is smarter than people think. People try to underestimate nature, but it's one of the most intelligent systems that no one understands how it works. It's ever running. You don't have to tell nature or do something in nature for it to continue functioning. It just does its thing. It's always has its evolution and evolving. And yeah, it's crazy how much you can apply that to your life in terms of just letting natural things take its course, still do the things you need to do with action, but being able to understand that there are things out of your control, but there's things above you that are also helping you out as well. So it doesn't be you stressing yourself out. And for the longest time, I thought, I have to do everything and put all this stress and me, and like control, which is the devil, and goals, and basically just trying to control everything around me, and thinking, if I have everything under control, then I can finally be at peace. But we have to understand is you have to find peace first, and then things around you will start to attract. And by nature, the things that are destined for you to control will be controlled. Not everything could be controlled. There's no such thing as total control. That's just a promise the devil's trying to make you in order for you to chase, be at dysbiosis, basically with peace, which is your natural state, gratitude, joy, and it's trying to distract you from that. So understand that being at peace is the ultimate goal. Being like nature, just letting things flow. Whatever's supposed to come your way will come your way. And it's not about just meditating and being a monk, but understanding that through gratitude, joy, and peace, you actually function better. The things come to you. You don't have to force it and look for the answers. The answers start to come to you, and it's just about acting through gratitude and that state of joy, like a kid. A kid's not stressed. A kid's not thinking what's the next thing to do. We're trying to calculate it and look for the answer on the internet, maybe ChatGPT, and it's super stressed. I need to know the answer. A kid is just operating through gratitude and joy and peace, and the answers come to him. What he needs to experiment and do, and that moment will come to him. He doesn't have to think about it. It comes to his conscience, and he just acts on it because he has no fear. And fear is what stops you from acting on the things that come to your conscience. So, yeah. Essentially, the video is to obviously show you the beauty of the grace and beauty of nature. Also understand that it's in your nature to act through gratitude, and it is not in your nature to act through anxiety, fear, chasing, what else, discontentment. You're not actually acting the way you're supposed to, or not acting the way you're supposed to, but operating the way you're supposed to. And the answers will come to you that way. The right answers, or answers that will lead you to where you're supposed to be. You trying to search for everything and chase, those are where things start to get rushed and things start to get out of place. And like I said, nature doesn't rush. Nature is always in a harmony, in a grace when it's functioning, and it doesn't need to chase any kind of result or control anything. It just knows what it needs to do, comes to it, and its nature is to keep doing what it's supposed to do. So that's why you're drawn to nature, because you are nature, God is nature, and God is trying to draw you to your natural being and how you're supposed to be. And nature teaches you that. It's almost like a nonverbal communication of you looking at nature, seeing how it moves. It could be birds, it could be animals, plants, whatever it is. You see that, okay, this is the way, this is the rhythm I'm supposed to be at. This is how I'm supposed to naturally be, not in a weird disalignment. Nature's always aligned, it's not disaligned. And many humans, which I'm seeing, not so much in Europe, but especially in the West, are disaligned. And that's why there's so much anxiety and depression and stress over there. And when people are chasing and in this internal confusion, or it's this internal dysbiosis, and they don't know what the issue is. It's because they're trying to move things faster than they're supposed to. They don't understand everything's under God's plan, and everything is going the right way, but you have your own timeline, which is not even real, and God has His timeline for you, and the both are clashing. So nature is crazy, nature is beautiful, and you're drawn to it for a reason. So understand that it's trying to teach you something, and the more you connect with it, the more you connect with yourself and what you're here and supposed to be doing. So the video is just to reconnect you with yourself, and like I said, nature, you are nature, and the more you try to fight that and try to control, which is not natural, the more you'll be at disharmony with yourself, and, you know, be ungrateful, not be in peace, not be in joy. And that's not the way to enjoy and live and for things to come to you. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is more of a reflection towards myself of letting things come to me as opposed to trying to control everything. Also for you guys in that state where you're at, maybe where things are going well, you're just not seeing it because your perspective is on what has to be controlled and the future things that you're thinking about, which, you know, aren't even in your control anyways and shouldn't be in your sphere of focus. So anyways, hope you guys liked the video. More videos coming like this in terms of my last few days in Europe and when I get back and the perspective I'm having and all these changes I'm having that I want to share with you guys, because Europe has been a big eye-opener for me in terms of how I want to operate now, live my life, and not be in this like rush, chase, stressed mentality and thinking, you know, oh, you know, if I don't have the right things around me, then I'm allowed to be happy. That was my mentality for a long time, and that mentality just leads to self-destruction. And everything is internal. Everything is how you feel and how you're operating internally, and everything else will come as a consequence, and all the answers will come. And yeah, it's crazy how that works once you understand it more and just stop letting the rhythm of your environment dictate how you're supposed to be operating. It's not a, you know, rat race. It's you understanding yourself internally, what makes you feel grateful, peace and joy, and then from there all the answers will come to you and you operate better that way and with less stress. And it really just comes as a result of that. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy. More coming with things I want to share with you guys. Other than that, keep doing your thing, whatever comes to you, keep following that. Feel good internally, but naturally, not with like drugs, alcohol, vices. Everything will come to you naturally once your internal state changes. And yeah, it's crazy how that works. Follow nature, has all the answers. God is nature, like I said, and you are nature, and that's why you're drawn to it. So otherwise, wish you all the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you're watching this. Thank you for the support if you stay to the end of the video. This is me just sharing what works for me and can help influence you guys as well. But other than that, all the best. And as always, until next time, keep killing it.